From the Trust Control Center reporting section, we can view all of the trust reports within Complete Data. From here, we can view the initial setup, so adding in our bank account details. We can also modify our bank account details here as well. So if we do change address, we can come in and modify the bank account details. When initially setting up Complete Data, before we do our first reconciliation, we'll need to enter the reconciled bank balance at the date before you commence using Complete Data's Trust Accounting module. So we do that through entering the opening balance. We also need to complete the banking when reconciling Complete Data. We can do this through making sure all the cash checks and receipts have been marked as banked through the banking report. We also need to make sure any unpresented checks are presented through our unpresented checks. We can enter variations through our trust account for any unexplained monies through our trust account. This may be an incorrect bank fee or charge. The Sales Trust Trial Balance generates a trial balance report at any time for your trust account. With our reconciliation preview, we can perform the preview at any time, which performs the same functions as a normal end of month reconciliation, but it just displays the summary page and does not allow you to save this reconciliation and close the period like a normal reconciliation. To print the reconciliation preview, we can select Reconciliation Preview and enter in our statement date and our statement balance as per our bank statement. This will bring up our statement preview, where our most important fields in here are going to be our cash book out of balance, which needs to be 0, and our ledger out of balance, which also needs to be 0, so that we can reconcile for this period. Once we're satisfied that we will reconcile, we can click OK here, and we can now run our reconciliation. We need to select our statement date and our statement balance. Make sure we're using the correct trust account and select OK. Unlike the reconciliation preview, the reconciliation function is designed for your end of month reconciliation. This will print a copy of the following reports from your last reconciliation statement until the date that you've entered. So we've got our Sales Trust Trial Balance Ledger Report, our Sales Trust Contribution Report, our Deposit Ledger Trial Balance Report, our Trust Deposit Ledger Report, a Sales Trust Receipts Report, and our Trust Payments Report, the Unpresented Checks Report, Unbanked Deposits Report, the Audit Trail Report, the Variations Report, and our Sales Bank Trust Account Reconciliation. So again, we need to make sure in our summary that our cash book out of balance and our ledger out of balance are both equal to 0, and then we can save and print this report. So we can click Continue, select Yes here, make sure we're going to the correct printer, and we're on records being browsed, and we've now run our first reconciliation. To preview our past reconciliations, we can select View Past Reconciliations from the searching and history. So we can see in here that we've last reconciled on the 14th of the 7th with our reconciled balance.